I guess, it's hard for me to say because I don't think that I'm maybe as sensitive to some of the places where there would be discrimination or racial issues. And also the fact that I've grown up with with a mixed school with black students as some of my best friends. So in my case, I have never had any problems, and I guess I kind of don't really even imagine it happening in with other people because I'm just so comfortable with the idea of not being discriminatory that I probably don't see it, and I know it happens on the campus. And it's just that that I'm probably not as aware of it.
Well, it's kind of distracting.
You can't see your sweatshirt.
You can't?
Okay. No, we're filming by the way.
Okay.
Are we now? Are we on? There's a light in the case. Before we no, it should be red light on. We've been talking out, came out with deep shit. Oops.
Yeah, we're filming.
Are we?
Good.
Sunset are cool. All right, but before do we want to give like any type of introduction? Maybe that we did this for education class. Do we want to do that in the beginning? Because I mean, once the class sees it, no one. How many papers?
Yeah, on film.
Oh, okay.
12.
12. Jerry, come on.
As a senior here at Colgate,
Cinnamon. Diversity. Where do we seek it? Where do we find it? On camera, right there.
we're giving away hot dogs.
You set?
Now, what are we talking about? Due to the pressure of being an outsider on campus.
Right. Due to this.
Gotcha.
Pressure on.
And most students of color feel on a predominantly white campus, there is an extra baggage that most students of color seem to feel. However, most students of color react in a variety of different ways. How do you react to the pressure of being an outsider on this campus? That was too low, wasn't it?
That was good.
Yeah.
The administration, no. In looking at the power structure...
You gotta speak louder.
In looking at the power structure here at Colgate, clearly the administration has a big role, and we were wondering how much of a role you think they play in...
Speak loudly.
One more time.
Due to the pressures of being an outsider here on campus as a student of color, different organizations and special interest housing have been developed for and by these students. Different groups like HRC and housing, HRC and LASSO, the AAASA have been formed, and different reactions.
Yeah, we are now.
41.
Okay. Due to the pressures of being an outsider here on the Colgate campus as a student of color, different housing and organizations have been developed for and by these students of color. There's been various reactions to these groups and housing units, such as HRC, LASSO, and the AAASA. Due to the pressures of being an outsider here on the Colgate campus as a student of color, different housing units and organizations have been developed by and for these students of color. Housing units like HRC and LASSO have different reactions by students.
40.
Due to the pressures of being a student of color, oftentimes they find themselves as an outsider.
There we go.
Due to the pressure of being an outsider on Colgate University's campus, a student of color often finds themselves left out in the cold. What happens is...
Thanks a lot, dog! These people are like... There you go.
Let's go, Wilbur.
We're rolling still, so...
Okay, what do you think about it?
Going, and you're on film.
Let's pull out the sound effects here.
The administration has the power and the moral obligation to pursue.
Bye. We got you rolling.
Due to the power dynamics of Colgate University, the administration has the power and the position to implement and enforce policies of racial diversity. How do you feel they're doing this or not doing this?
Ready?
Yeah.
Due to the power dynamics of this university, in which the university, okay, due to the power dynamics of this university, in which the university in writing says that it supports diversity. We'll try that again. You're on set. You ready?
We got you.
Due to the power dynamics of this university, in which the university in writing suggests that it fully supports diversity, what is the moral obligation? No. Due to the due to the power dynamics of this university, in which the university
We had them back on actively.
let me just don't take that. You ready?
Yep, gotcha.
Due to the power dynamics of this university, the university in writing suggests that it fully supports diversity. We feel that this university has the moral obligation and the power to actively enforce and support.
Maybe just start. Gotcha.
In writing, this university suggests that it fully supports diversity. Due to the power dynamics, in writing, this university fully supports diversity. We feel that because of the power dynamics, this university has the moral obligation and the power to actively enforce and support diversity. How do you feel the university has a role and why am I messing up?
Administration. Stop saying university. Administration. We want to focus on administration.
Gotcha.
In writing, the administration says that it fully supports diversity. Due to the power structure and the power dynamics, we feel that the moral obligation and this administration in writing says that it fully supports diversity. Due to the power dynamics, we feel that the university has the power and the moral obligation to fully support diversity. What do you think the role of administration is?